prepare yourself to go on a journey through football history, checking out some of the best players that have ever done it. Because today, I'm building a team with one GOAT from every decade. And I'm starting with players born in the 2000s. Now, these players aren't quite GOATs yet, but I'm sure they will be in the future. We could use Yamal, goal at the Euros. He's broken loads of records for being the youngest at everything. We could use Haaland, absolute goal machine. Vinny Jr., what a player. Maybe should have won the Ballon d'Or. But a player I'm gonna use is I'm not in an England shirt, but he is an English player. And when he left his last club, they retired the number 22 shirt number in his honor. Mr. Jude Bellingham, born in 2003. Makes me feel so old. I was born in 1983. Mr. Bellingham, you are the first player into this team. And once the team's complete, I'll be using it in one game. And if I can't win with a team of GOATs, then I'll be giving away FC points to you guys for every goal I lose by. The next decade is the 1990s. And some of the players that spring to mind here: Neymarzito, Kevin De Bruyne, maybe even Kylian Mbappe, world record transfer fee to Real Madrid, although he's not really done much there at the minute, has he? But from the 90s, I've decided we are taking a centre-back. My centre-back, Virgil van Dijk. He's won the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Super Cup, the World Club Cup, UEFA Player of the Year, Player of the Year. Well, hasn't he? Well, he hasn't won the World Cup or the European Championships, but he's a GOAT. And he is our centre-back. Next decade is the best decade of all, because I was born in it. The 1980s. And oh my God, we had some GOATs in this era. Philipp Lahm, what a right back. And he never got sent off in his entire career. Gareth Bale was born in 89. He won 5 Champions League and scored that incredible overhead kick in 2018. The Brazilian wizard, Kaká. The even more Brazilian wizard, Ronaldinho. Still blows my mind that he went to prison for 5 months for allegedly faking a passport, right? But unfortunately, none of those players have got a look in, because there are 2 must-use GOATs from this decade: Ronaldo and Messi. I can only pick one of them. Between them, they've got 13 Ballon d'Ors and scored over 1,700 goals. I feel like this might break the internet, but I'm going to ask you guys to vote on it. We'll come back later and see which one you picked. Next is the 1970s, and I was actually surprised about a lot of the GOATs that were born in this decade. Patrick Vieira, part of the Invincibles team. David Beckham, need I say more? Thierry Henry, Buffon, one, if not the greatest goalkeeper of all time. R9 Ronaldo, Zizou. Oh, I love Zinedine Zidane. But for this decade, we are going to take a left back who scored the most famous free kick in history: Roberto Carlos. There's also a fact here that Roberto Carlos's thighs were apparently about 46 inches around. That's mad. I'm assuming that's both thighs together, because, yeah, each thigh can't be 46. My waist is 36. Carlos, welcome into the team, you absolute GOAT. Now we're into the 1960s. You had players like Georgie Hagi, the Romanian wizard, whose son now plays for Glasgow Rangers. Ruud Gullit, like an all-round player that we all would love to pack in FC 25 because his card is incredible. Franco Baresi spent his whole career at AC Milan and one of the best centre-backs to ever do it. Ballon d'Or winner Matthias, he won a World Cup with Germany, and what I love about him, his last ever game was at the same club that he played his first ever game for. I'm afraid none of them compared to this GOAT. He is another centre-back who spent his entire career at AC Milan, Paolo Maldini. I'd watch Paolo Maldini when I was growing up. Absolutely unbelievable player. I loved him. And he was a centre-back. Oh my, he's an expensive centre-back. 2.5 million coins. You know what? He's a GOAT. He is worth every penny. I've just realised how expensive and how insane this team is going to be. We're back to the 1950s. This is a decade when my parents were born. And this brought players like Hugo Sanchez. He left Atletico Madrid for Real Madrid, which didn't go down very well. Kenny Dalglish, the Liverpool legend that won 8 league titles. The Brazilian maestro Zico, who scored 48 goals in 71 appearances for Brazil. And then the GOAT that we are using today is Socrates. And the reason for that is because it's the most random fact here, right? He made one appearance when he was 50 years old for a club in West Yorkshire, Garforth, who play in the North Premier League Division East or whatever. I don't know, but how mad is that? That just blows my mind. Socrates, welcome into the team. And if you want to be a GOAT, you're going to like the video and subscribe to the channel right now, which will help us hit 1 million before Christmas. We're back to the 80s and the question that would divide the world. But who is the GOAT of the 80s? Oh! Ronaldo by 62%? I thought it'd be a lot closer than that, I must admit. So that means I can add this lovely 89 rated Cristiano Ronaldo Total Rush card in to the team. I can't move on. We have to make an exception to the rule. The 80s were different. You can't build this team without Messi, so I am going to buy Messi for 185,000 coins and put him right next to Ronaldo. It had to be done, but it's okay because we've only got left the 1940s, 30s, and 20s because there's nobody born before the 20s on FC 25, and we've got 4 spots left. I'll tell you what we're doing with the final spot at the end of the video. But now we can move on to the 1940s. And this decade produced a lot of legends. George Best, Johan Cruyff. It's not called the Cruyff turn for nothing, you know. Bobby Moore, captained the England team in the 1966 World Cup. Eusebio, Ballon d'Or winner for 1965. And of course, the 3-time World Cup winning GOAT, Pele. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I should be adding Pele into this team, but we don't have a striker spot spare. And also, Pele is very expensive. I now only have 1.7 million coins left, so I can't afford him, which breaks my heart. So as a punishment for not being able to add Pele into the team, I will start the final game 1-0 down. So the GOAT from the 1940s we're going to use instead is Carlos Alberto. And he scored an incredible goal for Brazil in the final of the 1970 World Cup when they beat Italy 4-1. In fact, I have a signed image of him celebrating. This, I was meant to put this on my wall a couple of years ago when I bought it. I've just forgot about it until this video. So I'm going to buy him for 1 million coins and welcome him into the team. Now we're into the 1930s and there's not many players in FC 25 that were born in the 30s. You've got Bobby Charlton, English legend, on the World Cup in 1966. Or the man we're going to use, another Brazilian, not Pele, but we're going to be using Garrincha. Won 2 World Cups with Brazil, and he was born with a misshaped spine. So the fact that he conquered the football world is quite incredible. And I've just been told that one of his legs was 6 centimeters shorter than the other. That's like that. One of my legs is about 2 centimeters shorter, and I do notice it sometimes. Garrincha, welcome to the team. We've gone all the way back to the 1920s and the 2 oldest players on FC 25. The first is Puskas, who played for Real Madrid, and he had an award named after him, right? The Puskas Award for the best goal, because he was a goal machine. And I'm assuming he must have scored a really good goal at some point, but for the life of me, I can't remember it. I do remember he was part of the team that smashed England 6-1. Like, not because I was watching it, just I was told about it. We're not using Puskas, because he doesn't fit in the team. And we need a goalkeeper. We are going to be using the only goalkeeper to ever win a Ballon d'Or, Mr. Lev Yashin, or as we like to call him, the man in the hat. Welcome to the team. What a beautiful, beautiful goalkeeping card this is. Oof! 1-star skill moves. Now, we've got no decades left. So for our left wing, we are going to have to take a GOAT from a decade we've already visited. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'd love to go back to the 80s to take Ronaldinho. But we've already got 2 players from the 80s, and I can't afford Ronaldinho. So I'm actually going to take another player from the 90s, which is when I grew up watching football, and it is Mr. Neymar Jr. Class player, always been an absolute amazing FC/FIFA card with his 5-star, 5-star. Not the best card these days, but we are going to bring glory to him and all of these GOATs again. Remember, if I lose, every goal I lose by, I will give away 12,000 FC points to one of you. What have you got, mate? It's not the... Oh my God, they got so many Evos. They play this game a lot. And the fact that they start 1-0 up is not going to help matters, is it? Okay, this is good. This is good. Neymarzito, you made an error there, mate. Thank you. No! Ronaldo! You don't miss those, Ronaldo! Left foot, left foot, left foot, left foot. Ooh, the keeper had no chance. Hold on, Bellingham, stop it. No, no, Socrates. We don't just let people... We don't just... I'm 2-0 down. All right. Currently giving away 24,000 FC points, which is about £200. Right, little 1-2. Do you not like each other, boys? Come on. Oh, hang on. Just bury it. Oh, phew. I meant to shoot the first time, but I messed up. Right, we're back in the game. I'm changing formation. This 4-2-4 is horrible. 4-2-2 for the win. Messi. Oh! That's decent. Neymar. Neymar's in. Yes. Come on. That was football, boys. Right, we're back in it. We're back in it. Oh, God, it's going to go to extra time, isn't it? Forget about that. One more. One more. Let's go, Ronaldo. Boom. Sui. Who cares? We're winning. Let's go. What a banger. Come on, it's all coming together now. Takes a little bit of time to gel. Hey, this is like the World Cup final to me. Oh, Messi. Can he score one? Can he score? Yes, he can. That, my friends, is game, set, and match. Finitoed. Oh my God. I don't have to spend any money today. That was one GOAT from every decade. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see me use whoever I pack, then click on this video.